Hello friends, in the previous videos I have discussed already the topic limits. In this class I am going to discuss about binomial theorem. As the topic is a bit lengthy, the video may be a bit larger. So please till at the end please watch the video and then like, share and subscribe please. So the question given in the September of 2020 is, if alpha and beta are the coefficients of x to the power 4 and x square respectively in the expansion of x plus root of x square minus 1 whole to the power 6 plus x minus root of x square minus 1 whole to the power 6, then options are given. So you need to verify the options. Okay, so now I am doing the problem. Here I am simply explaining that by the binomial theorem, if I have x plus y whole to the power 6 plus x minus y whole to the power 6, then the value will be 2 into x to the power 6 plus 15 into x to the power 4 y square plus 15 into x square y to the power 4 plus y to the power 6. So every term is multiplied by 2. So here in the place of y, I am having x square minus 1 under root. So whenever I am having y square here, it should be x square minus 1 without a square root. So the answer will be for this will be 2 into x to the power 6 plus 15 into x to the power 4 into x square minus 1 plus 15 into x to the power 2 into x square minus 1 whole square plus x square minus 1 whole cube. The total is multiplied by 2. Now I want only the coefficient of x to the power 4 as well as coefficient of x to the power 2. So I take alpha is equal to, I am considering only the values which are having x to the power 4. Now you can see x to the power 4 multiplied to minus 1 by 2 also. So the total is 15 into minus 1 minus 15 into 2, which is minus 30. Then here also I have here x to the power 4 minus 2x square plus 1. You can see this value. So x square multiplied to minus 2x square multiplied to minus 2x square is giving you your x to the power 4 value here. So this is nothing but 15 multiplied to minus 2 as well as plus 2. So this total is minus 60. Okay, and then here I have x to the power 6 minus 3x to the power 4 plus 3x square minus 1. So I have minus 3 x to the power 4 but totally multiplied by 2. So total value will be minus 6. Now adding all the three values, I get alpha is equal to minus 96. So I am telling about only considering the required point only. So then beta is x square coefficient. Look for the terms which are having x square. I don't have x square here. Here x square multiplied to 1, which is 15, but into 2, so which is equal to 30. And then here x square is gone. Now I have another x square here, which is plus 3 multiplied by 2. So this is 6. Total 36. So in the options, I have only one satisfying. Alpha minus beta is equal to minus 132. Okay, is the question clear? This question was given there in the mains examination. Another question given in the same month is the coefficient of x to the power 7 in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power 10 plus x into 1 plus x whole to the power 9 plus x square into 1 plus x whole to the power 8 plus continued up to x to the power 10. So this is a mixture of progressions as well as binomial theorem. So first of all, progressions. The sum of you can see this is the geometric progression very clearly. The sum of geometric progression of a plus ar plus ar square continued up to ar to the power n minus 1, where we are having n terms, is nothing but a into 1 minus r to the power n whole divided by 1 minus r. Okay, here you can see the term is divided by 1 plus x and multiplied by x. So you can see very clearly r here becomes x by 1 plus x. X by 1 plus x. So I am now applying this formula here. So what is x? A here. A is sum is equal to 1 plus x whole to the power 10 into a into 1 minus x by 1 plus x whole to the power 11. Sum is equal to 1 plus x whole to the power 10 into 1 minus r means x by 1 plus x whole to the power, here n is 11. So divided by 1 minus x by 1 plus x. So this is equal to 1 plus x whole to the power 10 into, you can see here 1 plus x whole to the power 11 minus x to the power 11 whole by 1 plus x whole to the power 11 again whole by 1 by 1 plus x. Now this is cancelled with the 10 power, again this is cancelled. What you have totally remaining is 1 plus x whole to the power 11 minus x to the power 11. Okay, here it's very clear. I wanted the coefficient of x to the power 7, which is nothing but, therefore coefficient of x to the power 7 is equal to 11c7. 11c7. So you can calculate the value of 11c7, which is nothing but 11c4. 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 4 2s are 8 cancel, 3 3s are 9. So the total value will be 330. The total value will be 330. The answer is 330. The answer is 330. So once again I repeat, this is a combination of geometric progression as well as binomial theorem. So here a plus ar square continued up to ar to the power n minus 1 sum is nothing but a into 1 minus r to the power n by 1 minus r. So here r is equal to x by 1 plus x, and I continued. So after all cancellations, what I have got remaining is 1 plus x whole to the power 11 minus x to the power 11. So it's very clear the coefficient of x power 7 is nothing but 11c7. Another question in the model given in the examination is this number of integral terms or number of rational terms. So we can say that the number of integral terms or the number of rational terms also, the same formula is applicable. That is, here I am having the terms which are surds. Here the order of the surd, orders of surds is 2 as well as 3. You can see the orders of the surds are 2 and 3. With these two orders, I am supposed to divide the total power. So total power is divisible by any one of these or not. So 3 divides 9. So I need to add 1 to the final value. Remember this please. When any one of, at least one of these two orders divides the total power, then we need to add the value 1 to the total value of number of integral values or number of rational values, right? So coming back here, now I am considering LCM of the 2 and 3, which is equal to 6. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Now with the LCM, I am dividing the 9. So 9 by 6. Okay. The value is 1 point something. The something may be different. So this one only is considered. Actually, I can take this as only greatest integral value of this 9 by 6. Right? So step of this is 1. Now this is final value. Adding 1, I get 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Observe this, my friends. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So number of integral terms will be 2. But if none of them divides the total power, none of the orders of the surds divides the total power, then we do not add this one place. So the step of the function, step of the value divided by total power divided by the LCM of the orders is your answer. But if any one of them divides, at least one of them divides, then you are supposed to add 1 to get the number of integral terms. Not only number of integral terms, you may be asked about number of irrational terms also. Irrational terms means which are having the surds there. So number of irrational terms is total number of terms minus number of rational terms. Total number of terms is n plus 1, which is 10, minus 2, 8. Okay. So total number of terms is 10, minus number of integral terms here is 2. So what I am having here as a number of irrational terms is 8. We are dealing another question here. The sum of last 10 coefficients in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power 19 when expanded in ascending powers of x. You can see the terms are nothing but 10, 19c naught into 1 plus 19c1 into x plus 19c2 into x square continued up to 19c 19 into x to the power 19. You can see there are total 20 terms here. Out of 20 terms, I wanted only the last 10 coefficients only, not x values. So considering the coefficients, you know that 19c naught plus 19c1 plus 19c2 continued up to 19c19 is equal to 2 to the power 19. You know this already. Now what I want is from 10 terms, after 10 terms I want. So if you see 19c0 plus continued up to 19c9, I have 10 terms here, plus 19c10 plus 19c11 plus continued up to 19c19, which is equal to 2 to the power 19. Now if you observe that the first term and the last term are equal, so in the same way all the 10 terms are replaced. So if I put a bracket till here, this bracket and this bracket both are equal terms. So I have x plus x is equal to 2 to the power 19. So this part and this part both are equal. I am taking those two parts as x. You can see these two parts are x. So x plus x, I got 2x is equal to 2 to the power 19. So x is equal to 2 to the power 18. X means one of these parts, any one of these parts. So your answer will be 2 to the power 18. Your answer is 2 to the power 18. Another question is, if n is a positive integer, then root 3 plus 1 whole to the power 2n minus root 3 minus 1 whole to the power 2n is, your options are an irrational number, an odd positive integer, an even positive integer, a rational number. So here we need to assess basing on the binomial theorem only. So if you see that very clearly root 3 plus 1 whole to the power 2n is equal to 2nc 2n into root 3 whole power 2n. I think I can write this as 3 to the power n only. Now root 3 is cancelled to have 3 to the power n only, plus 2nc 2nc1. Let me say starting from the beginning. 2nc0, here 2nc1. I have root 3 whole to the power 2n minus 1 continued. If I take root 3 minus 1 whole to the power 2n, I have now 2nc0 into 3 to the power n plus 2nc1 into root 3 whole to the power 2n minus 1 continued. But I am having negative sign for minus 1. So every minus 1 odd power of 1, I am having minus sign. So if I subtract now, the terms which are having rational terms are cancelled. So very clearly the irrational term is remained. So 2 into 2nc1 into root 3 whole to the power 2n minus 1, which is an odd number. According to the n is a positive integer, 2n minus 1 is very clearly an odd number. So this root 3 whole to the power odd is an irrational number. So all the terms here are irrational number. So answer will be A only. Very clearly answer will be an irrational number, option A. So the new question is, let capital R is equal to 5 root 5 plus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1 and small f is equal to R minus step R, where step means the greatest integer function. Then R into f is equal to dash. So your options are given. Now I am given R is equal to 5 root 5 plus 11 and f is equal to R minus step R. Here I am taking, let step of capital R is equal to I. So this is equal to R minus I. So R is equal to what happens now? I plus small f, where I is integer. So f is very clearly less than 1. Very clearly small f is less than 1. I is an integer, small f is lying between 0 and 1. It's a positive value. Now what I am going to consider is capital F is equal to 5 root 5 minus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1. I am considering capital F is equal to 5 root 5 minus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1. Okay. Now 5 root 5 minus 11 is very clearly less than 1. So 0 less than 5 root 5 minus 11 is less than 1. So raising to the any power, I get less than 1 only. 0 less than, small f less than 1. Okay. This implies again minus 1 less than, minus f less than 0. Minus 1 less than, minus f less than 0. So adding this equation 1 and equation 2, what do I get? Minus 1 less than, small f minus capital F less than, plus 1. Okay. Minus 1 less than, small f minus capital F less than, plus 1. Okay. We get minus 1 less than minus f less than 0, which is equation 2. So adding equation 1 and equation 2, we get minus 1 less than, small f minus capital F less than 1. Okay. Now I plus f, which is nothing but R, is equal to 5 root 5 plus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1, which is equal to, you can see this is 5 root 5 whole to the power 2n plus 1 plus 2n plus 1 c1 into 5 root 5 whole to the power 2n into 1 continued plus continued. Okay, in the same way capital F is equal to 5 root 5 minus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1, which is equal to 5 root 5 whole to the power 2n plus 1 minus 2n plus 1 c1 into 5 root 5 whole to the power 2n plus continued. If I subtract this, why I am subtracting? Because these terms are having irrational terms. I want to cancel the irrational terms. So if I subtract, I get this is doubled. So I plus small f minus capital F is equal to 2 times of 2n plus 1 c1 into 5 root 5 whole to the power 2n plus 2n plus 1 c3 into 5 root 5 whole to the power 2n minus 2 continued, which is equal to 2 times of an integer. Okay, so overall it is an integer and an even integer also, we can say it is an even integer. So therefore, as I is an integer, so we have f minus capital F is equal to integer again, because right hand side is integer, I is an integer, so f minus capital F will be an integer. But you have got minus 1 less than f minus capital F less than 1. The only one integer between minus 1 and plus 1 is small f minus f is equal to 0. Okay, so which means that small f is nothing but capital F. So now what we have got is r small f is equal to r capital F. That is r is 5 root 5 minus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1 into 5 root 5 plus 11 whole to the power 2n plus 1. So you can say this is a minus b into a plus b, which is a square minus b square, which is nothing but 125 minus 121 whole to the power 2n plus 1. So the answer will be 4 to the power 2n plus 1. The answer will be 4 to the power 2n plus 1. So as we have done the options, you can check the options. We have done the problem. This is very important model. Once asked in the mains examination last year only. So verify this problem once again. Please do the problem on yourself. Okay. And I'll post the next video later. Please share, like and subscribe. Thank you.